Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm Envy Jitters.
And I am CheerandCosplay.
And we're back with more stuff that got big in Japan. American cartoons, big in Japan. Last time was SpongeBob, and that, of course, starred Tom Kenny, so why don't we have something that also has Tom Kenny in it? We moved on to the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Came out in 1998. God, I feel old.
Me too.
So, we've all seen this before, right? We've all at least seen a couple episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it as a kid.
Yep, I've seen pretty much all of the episodes you've put in this selection.
Yeah, these ones, I think I said last time, were Craig McCracken's. He put them out as the best of Powerpuff Girls, so these 10 episodes, I guess, are his picks for his favorites of his show, so it's pretty cool. We had, I included technically 11, but there are 10. The 10 were Mime for Change, Monkey See, Doggy Doo, Meet the Beat-Alls, Twisted Sister, Uh-Oh Dynamo, Boogie Frights, The Powerpuff Girls' Best Rainy Day, Adventure Ever, The Rowdy Rough Boys, Beat Your Greens, and Bubble Vicious. And I also included the 2-minute short he made that was the pilot for this called Whoop Ass Stew. Had anyone seen that before?
No.
No.
And my question is that, okay, so he pitched it to a kids network. Why would he not expect them to reject it? Like, seriously. Like, what kids network is going to put that on that title?
Great
Maybe
question.
it was... I'm wondering if it was supposed to be meant for, like, older teenagers to, like, younger adults, maybe?
Probably something like that. I think he was like 25 or something when he pitched that, so it might have just been him just making something for fun, and he's like, you know what, this is actually pretty good, I'm going to show this to somebody.
Am I crazy, or was there a little kid show that had like a little daredevil child that was called like Kick-Ass? or something?
Kick-Batowski.
Kick
Batowski.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
Kick
used to
Batowski.
watch that.
Much more recent.
That was a thing.
I was like, what?
Yeah, so Whoop Ass Stew, sure. Yeah, he created it while he was in school at Cal Arts, by the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like...
Well, now I feel old.
Yeah. So pitched it to, I guess, Cartoon Network, which was still in its early years, and nothing for nothing, looking at it, other than the fact that the professor looks like an older version of, like, Dexter from Dexter's Lab.
That's what I thought.
It stayed completely the same, other than the
much,
name,
yeah.
which I'm sure they were like, hey, love the show, can't call it that, come up with something else.
Yeah. Well, and then I was reading somewhere, apparently, like, they had shown it to a test audience, and I guess the test audience was like, preteen boys? And they're like, no, we don't like this. Girls can't be superheroes. And I guess a lot of people didn't like the character designs, and he wanted to go and change them, but then I guess, like, Cartoon Network was like, no, don't do that. Keep it the same. It'll be fine.
Yeah, because, I mean, at that point, it was 98, they really didn't have a whole lot of, like, stuff aimed towards girls anyway. So that was
Yeah.
a demographic they were really missing out on.
Well, I
Mhm.
can't speak for every boy, but I was a boy when I watched the show, and I didn't have a problem with them being girls fighting crime. It was just kindergarten superheroes.
Yeah.
See, here's where I have a bit of shame.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
I was 6 when this came out. I was, like, in 1st grade. So, yes, there was kind of the thing where a couple people in my school were like, oh, no, it's Powerpuff Girls. That's not for boys, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to watch that. And then I saw an episode, I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good. Can I maybe watch this? So, yeah. Later on, eventually started just watching it. I was just like, I don't care. It's good. It's fun. They're beating up stuff.
Good for you.
I mean, we all did eventually. Had I not, I wouldn't have seen Kim Possible. And that would have...
That was also really good.
Came out a few years later, also fantastic. But yeah. How about you guys? When was the first time you guys watched this? Had to be some reruns, though. You guys are younger than me, and I was young.
I must have been like 6 or 7.
I watched this around the time when it first came out.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was so it came out in 98. I was maybe about 3 or 4 when I started watching it. And I remember, because as a 5-year-old, I had a Powerpuff Girls birthday party.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
And I also, like, I remember for said birthday party, I got, like, a little plushie for Buttercup. because she was my favorite.
I had a Bubbles purse at some point.
I had plushies of all three, and then my dad had the Mojo Jojo plushie.
Yeah.
See, honestly, that's probably what I would have gone for as one of the villains, but I do like villains. They're fun.
I don't think I ever saw merch for the villains. I don't know.
I know there was one or two things. I know, like, in elementary school, a lot of the girls had, like, folders that they came in, like, pink, blue, and green, and it was each of the girls fighting a different villain. So those were fun. The one thing that annoyed me was that the colors never seemed to match whenever it came to the villains, though. Like, Mojo Jojo was fighting, like, Blossom. He's green, but she's pink. And then they had the Gangrene Gang fighting Bubbles, which she's blue, they're green. Why is that not with Buttercup? And then him is fighting Buttercup, and he's like red and pink. Why is that not Blossom? You know what? It just it bothered me.
Complementary colors.
Yeah,
it stands out a little bit more.
No,
which I can understand.
I understand that. It just bothered me a little bit. Like, why does the red folder not have one of the red characters? But I know, stupid. Anywho, I feel like this holds up really well.
Yes.
I really enjoyed all of these episodes. Oh, and I also included commercial breaks this time with if anyone remembers, Cartoon Network Grooves, the music videos they used to put as bumpers between the shows. The Powerpuff Girls had 4 of them, so we decided to include those. They were Supergirl, Go Monkey Go, Signal in the Sky, and Chemical X, which I think was a promo for their movie that came out.
Yeah, it was for the movie, because a lot of the images that they used were actually clips from the movie.
Yeah.
So it was one of their later songs.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I know we went to see the movie in theaters. Don't remember a single moment of it, but I do remember they played a Dexter's Lab short before the movie, and I remember that in vivid detail. I can tell you the whole plotline to that.
Dang. What was it?
Dee Dee got the chicken pox, and Dexter kept telling her, like, don't scratch it, you'll turn into a chicken, and she's like, that's stupid. And then he caught the chicken pox, or maybe it was the other way around, but either way, he ended up with the chicken pox. He was like, that's a stupid rumor. You don't actually turn into the chicken. I'm just gonna scratch. And then Dee Dee's like snuck into the lab and he was sitting there. He was a chicken.
Okay. That makes sense.
Wow.
Apparently, Craig McCracken and Gendy Tartakovsky were like pretty good friends at Cal Arts, and that's why they worked a lot here. I don't know if you guys like saw Gendy Tartakovsky directed at least half of these episodes.
Yes.
With Craig McCracken. And I really feel like you could see his influence in each of those because the camera work is very dynamic in those ones.
And they were also very flashy with the cuts and the action.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the humor, I think, here kind of stands out almost more than the action a little bit because this is a funny-ass show.
It is. Some of the jokes, because I was, like, really young when I was watching this, like, flew over my head, but I'm sitting here watching it, I'm like, wow.
I loved all the ones in the Beatles episode.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I didn't get that episode at all, but now that I know the backstory of the Beatles, and they were just parodying the band's whole existence, especially with Yoko Ono, I was like, wow, no kid is going to get this, but every adult that's watching this is probably laughing their ass off.
Yeah, I remember when this episode came on, and my parents, I remember them laughing, and I didn't get it. And honestly, I think this episode was probably one of my least favorite as a kid, but as an adult, I didn't really understand the jokes.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I get it now because I'm more cultured, I guess, quote unquote. So I got all of the references, and they dropped names of some of the songs. So
almost every line was a song.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I mean, the fact that they're called the Beatles, like you're beating people up, but it's still the same spelling.
Yeah.
So funny.
Honestly, I feel like I need to go through and count how many different references they made in 12 minutes? It's insane. But
must have been at least 50, I don't know.
Oh, more than that.
I mean, what got me was whenever the other monkey was just screeching, but obviously I know the reference to that. Yeah. It's just like, wow.
So yeah, how about these other episodes? There was Mine for a Change, which all I could think was, because I saw Thunderbolts when it came out, I'm like, this is the plot of that. Like, I don't know, did anyone see that movie?
Yes.
No.
Okay, yeah, the Void thing and then it just is sucking the life out of everybody, and the solution is, hey, let's be nice to everybody and work on our mental health.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of funny. I think, again, and I feel like I brought this up whenever we watched Samurai Jack and Clone Wars and that. I think that these shows were really good. One, with the action, but two, with knowing the right moments to... Like, they're very loud, and they're very flashy at times, but then they also know moments that are very important for it to be very quiet. And I think it was very effective how they often worked with that. Monkey See, Doggy Do, I think was one of those ones that, like, was an early episode that they...
Yes.
Really advertised a lot, because I remember seeing a ton of times where they were like, oh yeah, they turned everybody into dogs.
Yeah. I remember seeing that episode quite often as a child.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, I think.
Was there like
the girls just look so cute as puppies. And the professor, bow wow.
Yeah. Bow wow, wow wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
My question, though, is that, okay, at the very end of the episode where he turns the Powerpuff Girls into dogs, why didn't he just use the mind control device to mind control them so they didn't have a fighting chance? Like, why didn't he do anything with that?
He's not smart.
Look, he's supposed to be smart. That's
No. He's smart. He's not wise.
He's smart, not competent.
Yeah.
If he were competent, he would have taken over the world by now.
Yeah.
Didn't the narrator say something to that effect at one point?
I mean, probably.
Like, he's a genius, but he's not very smart. That might have been about Professor Utah.
Yeah, that was about him. Just because you're genius doesn't make you a smarty. Which Tom Kenny...
But it still applies.
Tom Kenny doing the narration is really good throughout this.
Yeah. He's great. And the bus driver.
I mean, he's also the mayor and like 15 other characters, but yeah. If you're really listening, a lot of people are doing a lot of different voice work here. I definitely know that Bubbles and Buttercup were doing a lot of the screaming townspeople in the background.
Yeah.
Which I know it's not her fault because she has two iconic roles, but every time I hear Buttercup, I just think of Tommy Pickles.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. I can't ungear it.
She is.
I've seen her in live action roles, and it's just her voice.
I know, but yeah, it's the same cadence though. It's pretty much the same cadence as Tommy.
The thing about that is like once you know that a person voices different characters, you can't unhear it.
Yeah.
I mean, Tara Strong is like everywhere in the mid 2000s, and she changes her voice a little bit. Not that I'm saying Buttercup's performance was bad. It's just kind of the same.
I mean, it needs to be said, Tara Strong has a lot of range.
Yeah, she does. I mean, she's Timmy Turner.
Mm-hmm.
And she's done, obviously, Bubbles and quite a few other characters with varying pitches.
Raven.
Ways of speaking. Raven, Omi from Shaolin Showdown, I believe was also Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Well.
I think my only problem is that she's so high-pitched in this. There were some times where we were listening to it, we were like, I can barely understand you.
I had no idea what she was saying half the time.
High-pitched and fast is not a good combo all the time, but it is hilarious.
Yes.
Did anyone, we didn't really see much of her, but Princess in the Beat Alls episode, did anyone notice that was Jennifer Hale?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that a little bit.
Feels weird putting that performance next to Thorne from Scooby-Doo.
Well, because she's also,
Azula?
Jennifer.
No,
She's
I'm sorry.
No, that's Gray.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Jennifer Hale, I want to say Sam from Totally Spies?
Yes. I know she was in Avatar. Where was she in Avatar?
She was
the bounty hunter?
She was the bounty.
Yeah, okay.
I forget her name, but yeah, she
was
was
June,
the bounty
right?
hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, June, yeah.
I am wondering, do you think Totally Spies was based on this a little bit?
Maybe a bit.
Like, you got the smart
inspiration.
redhead one, you got the, I'm just going to say it, dumb blonde. I don't really see Alex and Buttercup matching up other than hair color, though. That's the only problem.
I think it's kind of like one of those things where it's like a trio is a good number to have for characters, and you can have like different personalities without it seeming like too overwhelming of a cast of characters.
I guess it also kind of matches up a little bit with the Chipettes.
That too.
Oh, yeah.
I must say, out of everything this month, this might be the one that feels the most inspired by anime.
Oh, absolutely.
it's a magical girl anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, beyond that, like, you have McCracken and Tartakovsky. Tartakovsky's clearly an anime fan with, like, half of what Dexter's Lab was.
They
and
have
especially
the giant robot.
the Dynamo episode, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, that was really old school. It's also like, yeah, let's do Godzilla. Let's do... I don't think Gundam. It seemed a little pre-Gundam. Super Robo or something like that. But
I was honestly a little bit more reminded of, like, Voltron, Ultraman, kind of stuff like that.
I love how much they're spending on, like, we're going to destroy this monster, and they keep missing everything.
I mean, that whole episode, you could probably count the death count in the thousands, if not millions, because there's no way nobody survived that.
I think there's a degree that you could be like, oh, people are getting out okay in some of these situations. That episode was like, no, you destroyed, this town is burning, and people are burning in buildings, and it's pretty nuts. How about Twisted Sister? Did you guys remember Bunny?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Did it hit?
I did remember that one. Yeah.
It's like, how did you make me care?
She tried her best.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to make you care. But I'm trying to think, because, like, especially since these were, like, the ones that McCracken, like, was like, these are the best ones to him, I'm trying to, like, look at each of them and, like, what was each of them doing? I think the beat-alls was easy for, like, all of the jokes, all the puns, all the references, all the silliness. That really works. Monkey See, Doggy Do. I'm trying to think.
It's just iconic.
That one definitely, probably. Mine, for a change, I think the contrast of everything, the black and white element, the sort of... What a weird set of powers. Like, I'm going to drain the color and sound out of everything.
I think it's very much like playing with the contrast between the black and white silence and then the colorful, very loud, expressive side of things is just like... I think it's like... It was more of an experiment, I think, to see what they could do with this sort of thing, and kind of just like fun to end it with a song, you know.
Yeah. I'll also say this like show was probably like very influenced by, I think, like 60s and 70s aesthetics here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, along with the anime elements of it. And like, let's talk about it feels like an anime before anime got really big over here. Because I think we're like 1 year removed from Pokemon coming over. Like, the boom had not really happened yet.
I mean, Pokemon came over in 97. This was 98. So I would say, yeah.
So we were just in the early years of that, which we could say, like, the Dynamo episode was like a lot of like references to like Godzilla, the giant robots, and all that sort of stuff. Twisted Sister, I imagine, is there more from the emotional impact of like, oh, here's the one of the few confirmed deaths we have in the show.
Yeah.
Boogie Frights was interesting.
I love this episode.
I think, one, very fun to have like the music playing throughout. I think there's a ton of really fun creature designs here.
Oh, yeah.
And how could a nerd not enjoy a good Star Wars reference?
Yes. Very good.
The Rainy Day is a really fun one as well, because like it
was so cute.
Yeah, I think that's like, we look so much at like sometimes where it's like, yeah, they're superheroes, they're doing all this sort of stuff, but they're also kids. And it's like, it's such a kid. It's almost like Rugrats.
Kindergartners.
Say what?
5.
They are
5. Kindergartners.
Yeah.
Which really surprised me with how violent the show was to them. Like, they get beat up. Like, they get nearly hit to death multiple times. Like, these people want them dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them even come close.
Oh, yeah. I honestly, like, when you're a child, you don't really think about it, but as an adult, you're definitely like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But it almost kind of makes that, like, one of their better episodes, because it's like, oh, yeah, this is just make-believe, it's pretend, it's having fun. And I do like all the characters, like, doing little impressions of all the other characters a little bit.
I laughed whenever Blossom attempted to feed Miss Bellum and put the giant-ass pillows in to pretend to be her boobs. I was like, they know.
It's like, we're all aware of what's going on here. But I liked Blossom also doing the impression of Mojo Jojo. I kind of wish, I almost wanted to throw in an extra one. The one where Bubbles gets hit over the head and thinks she's Mojo Jojo.
Yeah.
It is, in my opinion, one of the way funnier episodes, simply for her doing the Mojo Jojo speak.
Mojo Jojo.
I'm surprised he didn't show any episodes when they were in school, because I liked the episodes when they were kindergartners. I'm trying to be a normal kindergartner versus, you know, a superhero.
I don't know. I felt like they were always ditching class to go save the day.
I mean, it's fair if the option is stay in class, or you know, the town gets destroyed, or go save the world. It's like you got to pick go save the world usually.
Yeah.
But like I do remember like the school and that was usually, I know that's where Princess got introduced early on, and probably a couple other things. I know there was like, does anyone remember that? What was it, Mitch or something?
Yeah.
The one kid in their class who was always just a douche.
Yeah, I remember. I remember Mitch.
Yeah. Rowdy Rough Boys.
Also iconic.
Definitely an interesting, like, the mere evil version characters. And then, of course, it's the simplest solution to the situation. What are 5-year-old boys terrified of? Cooties.
Cooties!
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not wrong. I didn't watch this show initially because it was for girls. But I love the slow buildup of Mojo just getting angrier and angrier until he bursts.
You know, it's funny you mention that, because I remember as a kid at my school, there were guys in my class that said, yeah, I watch Powerpuff Girls. I don't care if it's for girls. And I was like,
yeah, you
okay,
eventually
cool.
Had to do that. Because it's like, it's a good show.
I mean, because here's the thing. It's not like it was, you know, frilliness all the time. It still had a lot of kick-ass action in it.
Yeah. Giant monsters, all the good stuff.
Professor made the Powerpuff Girls, and he's like their dad, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if Mojo Jojo made the Rowdy Rough Boys, he's their dad.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Mojo Jojo is kind of the Powerpuff Girls' older brother, according to his backstory.
Sort of.
So the Rowdy Rough Boys are the girls' nephews?
It's best not to think about.
I mean, it's not by blood in any sort of way.
It's definitely not. At best, Mojo Jojo is the uncle that you call uncle, but you're not actually related to him.
Yes.
But it does bring up, like, I was going to bring that up because, you know, the movie establishes Mojo was the professor's monkey. He also got hit with the chemical X. That's why his brain expanded and he's so smart. So technically speaking, his toilet in prison having chemical X in it might be possible. He might shit chemical X every now and then.
Oh.
Or pee.
Either or. He might excrete some of it on a small level.
Like how cancer patients have to have, chemo patients have to have a separate toilet because their excrement is so hazardous because of the chemo.
Oh my god. It's not a brain, it's a giant tumor. This went down a dark path. Let's go down a darker path.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It is not a tumor. Beat Your Greens might be, in context, one of the most horrifying things I've seen.
I gotta be honest, I don't remember watching that episode as a kid. I think that might have been the first time I seen that episode.
I remember this episode so vividly, like the flying saucer showed up on screen and I was like, oh, it's the broccoli aliens.
Yeah, this definitely feels like a throwback to a lot of the old 50s sci-fi films, like invasion type movies, but if they weren't broccoli, this would be such a horrifying episode to watch. It is literally nothing but children eating people for like a good 7-8 minutes.
I mean, that's what they had to do.
Yeah, they did what they had to do.
They just had to eat their vegetables.
And you know what's funny too? Maybe it's because I was forced to eat it at a young age, but, you know, broccoli and Brussels sprouts are like the two vegetables you always see in movies and cartoons of kids hating with a passion. I never hated broccoli as a kid.
Okay.
Like, I didn't mind eating it.
I like broccoli.
I love broccoli.
Yeah. I never understood the broccoli thing. I've only ever seen one cartoon character that I ever identified with because he hated Brussels sprouts, and that was Franklin. So.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Brussels sprouts are good, especially if you prepare them correctly.
No one can prepare them correctly. You're wrong.
Not true.
And you should feel ashamed of yourself.
So the thing for me, I like broccoli, as long as it's like properly like salted. The thing about Brussels sprouts, the smell turns me off.
They're horrible.
Unfortunately.
Give them some oil.
So-
Put
Nope.
them in the pan.
They
get
taste-
a good
Even-
browning on them.
They taste
Even
like
with
vomit.
that, it smells. The smell that my house normally smells afterwards, I can't really stomach it.
Yep.
I run very far away
Yep.
anytime one of my coworkers brings Brussels sprouts to work. I can't be in the break room.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it. Brussels sprouts taste like vomit, and I don't care how many people say balsamic vinaigrette. Yeah, let's add acid to vomit. That's gonna make it much better.
When was the last time you had them?
I haven't in a very long time because every time I've had them, I've been like, I don't like this. Get it away from me. Look, nothing for nothing. I will try things multiple times. Because let's be real here. You try one thing once, it's like, okay, I didn't like this. Is it that I don't like this, or was this a bad preparation of it, or was it just a bad version of it? Let's try something else made by somebody else. And if you don't like it a second or a third time even, you know what? You don't like this. I've tried it a good 7-8 times. I've never liked it, and I never will.
All right.
Yeah, I also have a very similar reaction to the smell of Brussels sprouts as I do to, my parents' kielbasa casserole. The second that stuff goes in the oven and I smell it down the hallway, I'm like, nope.
I like
Get me
kielbasa.
out of this house. It stinks. That casserole stinks.
Okay, is it the kielbasa or is it the sauerkraut that you usually put with it?
I think it's the mixture of both.
Okay, because I like me some kielbasa.
It doesn't smell good.
Apparently hating broccoli is a pretty American thing.
It is.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It is.
Never understood it.
Broccoli's good.
In Inside Out, for example, they changed the vegetables that they were feeding baby Riley in different countries.
Yeah.
Like in
depending
Japan,
on-
it's bell peppers.
Bell peppers are also
Because
good.
that's more of a vegetable that they are more likely to eat and not like.
I've always liked vegetables. I'm a fruit hater, though.
Oh, that's weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like all fruit?
I've come around on a lot of them, but most of them, yeah, I hated as a kid.
Damn.
I think a lot of it was because I'm allergic to raw produce, and I didn't often eat raw vegetables, but we'd eat raw fruit.
Huh.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Is it like the enzymes?
It must be.
Okay.
It's like as soon as they're like heat treated, preserved, then it's fine. But anything raw plant, my body's like, what if we die instead?
I mean, I would say my body is pretty similar in that way to onions. It does not like onions whatsoever. My throat, get it out. I hurt. Everything is pain.
Yep.
So, Bubblicious, the last
Yes.
episode. Powerpuff Girls. Sorry, we went on a tangent about the vegetables we hate. I kind of felt like this might have been the weakest, but it is the intro. It's one of those episodes that sort of flips Bubbles a little bit. I feel like Bubbles usually was the one who was like, we're gonna have you change up a little bit, because I guess she's kind of always perceived as the weak character because she's the more happy-go-lucky one, which is interesting.
And also the one who tends to be more emotionally driven, at least in ways that are seen as, I would guess, say, more feminine, like very prone to crying.
Yeah.
And just, I would suppose I would say, like, perceived as weak in that way.
Yeah.
Like, not good mental fortitude.
Now, question. Is it true what they're saying that Bubbles is the weakest? Because I thought they all have the same powers. There's a kind of like a Ninja Turtle situation where Leonardo's clearly the strongest because he has the strongest training with Raphael, so...
I think that it is more of a mental element to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all probably equally strong, equal powers, equal everything. But Buttercup likes to fight. So she will run into a fight and go and hit people and do all that sort of stuff. I don't think that Bubbles often has that immediate impulse. So that can be looked at a certain way as, oh, you're weaker or you're cute. I think part of it is just that she's the cute one and people don't associate that with fighting. But
Or they don't associate it with strength.
yeah, they don't. Yeah. So I think that's more it than anything, is just people like kind of just putting her in a box. But like, also, it is a thing of, like, if you don't seek it out, people are not going to associate it with you. So, yeah, then she sought it out, and people were like, wow, we're looking at you very different now. And I don't know, I feel like maybe she was like, it might be a story about just finding the balance between those two things, which I think is definitely a good message.
It's a good message, but since this is very episodic, it's not like it really carries over into many other episodes, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones that included certain elements like that, where they were, like, really changing up what the girls were doing, or, like, why they wanted to do certain things. Like, the Mojo Jojo one is fun just because it's like, oh, you got amnesia and forgot. I want to say there was some stuff with Blossom about her being the smart one.
Yeah.
I don't remember that much about Buttercup having to get rid... Wait, didn't she go to anger management once, or am I thinking of something else?
I feel Buttercup probably had most of her episodes, if any of them, that involved, like, going through a sort of, like, introspective kind of thing, were more about her not beating someone.
Yeah.
And needing to, like, get up the gumption, like, oh, I can do this, but I could be misremembering.
I'm trying to remember, too. I know there was a whole thing with the Gangrene Gang. There was that one episode that she was into Ace, which is, like, I don't know if they were trying to make a thing of, like, hey, young girls, don't be, like, into older guys who clearly you should not be. But I don't know.
Yeah, I must have skipped that episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
That message did not stick with me.
No, me either.
I don't know. I think it was just like she seemed into him. He realized it, and he was like, oh yeah, if I wink at her, she's gonna look the other way if we, like, commit a crime. So I don't think he was, like, taking advantage of it in an icky way, but it was like, okay, yeah, the dude's taking advantage of you. Be aware of this.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
This does sound familiar.
I feel like the
Was this a later episode?
It probably was. I think the Gangrene Gang episode that people probably remember the most is when Big Larry, like, moves in with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, one of the ones I was surprised wasn't in here was the time travel one, where they go to the future. Do you guys remember when they broke the time barrier when they went too fast and the world's been destroyed by him?
No.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, and they had to, like, deal with that. That was a really dark episode.
I'll be honest, him always creeped me out as a kid. Every time they were on, or it was on screen, it would creep me out. Like, it would send me shivers.
I think that was the intention. It is, like, a character design, I think, is a little silly looking at times. Like, when he gets big, it's a little more frightening, but, like, the voice alone is, like, it's
unsettling.
It's the devil.
Yeah.
It's, like, this super, like, pleasant tone that's just has this undercurrent of just, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Who was your guys' favorite villain?
I mean, I hate to be, basic, but Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, same. It's kind of hard to beat him.
I mean, he's really good.
It's the monologues.
He is really good. It is. He's just funny. I think part of it is that, and I think, like, there were some one-off villains that I really loved, like Boogie, the Boogeyman.
Oh, yeah.
I adored him.
That, you know what?
Because he was just so much, but he was perfect.
He honestly felt like a Samurai Jack villain a little bit.
A little, yeah. Also with the character design, too.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the episodes Gendy Tartakovsky was involved with, so, yeah. He was really good, and, what is his voice? Oh, I'm blanking on his name, god damn it.
He was in an
He's
episode
been in
of
everything.
Fanboy and Chum Chum that I had to see like 800 million times.
My god.
Not a good show.
Oh, what?
I remember this show. Oh no, I had completely wiped it from my memory.
I have no idea what you're
slushy.
talking about.
He was the slushy demon.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Okay.
He's been in he's been in everything. But yeah, he's really good.
So like the Rowdy Rough Boys. I think they're so adorable.
Did anyone else think they sounded like Beavis and Butthead? Like, just a little bit. One of them sounded like Cartman, but just the way they talked, like, just, it felt very Beavis and Butthead, which I know was coming out around that time.
They're like, what do young boys sound like? Oh, yes.
They sound like
Make them
Beavis and
sound
Butthead. I'm like just trying to think of other episodes in that were like really good.
I mean, there was the episode where they brought a friend home from school, and it has probably one of the most infamous lines from the show. My daddy made us in an accident. It's okay. I was an accident too.
Professor's like,
I think another really iconic one is the one with Sedusa.
Oh, where she's pretending to be Miss Bellum?
Yep.
Yeah. I think we all remember that for various reasons.
Well, not even just the one where she's pretending to be Miss Bellum, but the one where she comes into their house and tries to seduce the professor.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
We remember Sedusa for reasons.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Didn't the professor date their teacher for a minute?
I think so.
Maybe?
Yeah, and then they were like, and then he's like, I'm not into cats. And they had to break up over that.
Oh, the other episode that I remember is the one with the kitty.
Wasn't that the one where that's why he doesn't like cats?
I don't know if that was in reference to that.
I'm pretty sure the cat tried to kill him.
The cat did try to kill him. The cat took over his brain.
Ah, yeah, there you go. He's like, I don't like cats anymore.
I remember that the ending being so funny. He was like, meow, 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 help.
I will say this, the two that I probably want to rewatch right now are Mojo Jojo episodes. Just for like his monologues alone. One is where he actually he babysits the girls for some reason. For some reason the professor was willing to let Mojo Jojo watch his children. Don't know how that happened, but it's a whole thing where he like tells them a bedtime story about Napoleon and then they correct him because he gets all the historical facts wrong.
Wow.
Like, I did not know 5-year-olds knew this much about Napoleon.
Oh, I remember another episode, but mostly because it creeped me out. You remember the one where the convicts dressed up as the girls?
I was just gonna say that one.
That is a funny one.
That was so funny.
I feel like at some point we've all seen like the pictures online. There are people who have cosplayed those guys pretending to be the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Yes.
It's pretty good. Honestly, the weird thing, much like the Powerpuff Girls' best rainy day adventure ever, there's a couple episodes that are just like about everybody's day-to-day lives and just the fun stuff that happens as a result of that. I remember one episode was about just Mojo Jojo's morning.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he only had 1 egg, but he needed 2 eggs for his breakfast. So he makes a whole day out of like going to the store. And it's every tiny little inconvenience just irks him so much.
I think that's an episode that's meant for the parents.
Yeah. See, this is, I think, something that like some shows are missing nowadays, where you had shows that were very fun for kids, but also had a ton of stuff for adults as well that even maybe the kids would get, maybe they wouldn't, but like the adults could definitely laugh more often at. Like the B-Dolls episode, like we were all saying, that was very much for the parents for how many different references they were making, but it was still fun to watch for us. It is interesting thinking that this guy also went on to create Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah, which, I'm going to be honest, I hate to bring down the mood, but I think I actually liked that show more than the Powerpuff Girls.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah. Not that I'm saying that Powerpuff Girls is bad, but I just like Foster's Home more. Like, I just love the creativity. I love the characters. I love the storylines. Yes, Blue was annoying as shit, but I think they balanced that out with all the other characters. So I don't know.
Cheese,
Coco.
Eduardo.
Wilt. Yeah.
Yep. Frankie. Mac. The rabbit. I forget his name.
The headmaster.
No, not headmaster. What was it? Mr. Harrington?
Yeah, I think that would have been it.
Yeah, it was some rabbit pun. No, yeah, good show. I mean, it feels very different, partially because of the animation style and that, but like, yeah, a lot of the humor and a lot of the action of it is similar enough. And no matter what, you have astounding character designs across the board. Just the craziest stuff. Maybe we'll have to watch that at some point as well. I'm trying to think, what else you guys want to talk about in regard to this? Which music video did you guys like the best?
I will be really honest. I remember all of them quite vividly once I saw the visuals, but I want to say was the Mojo Jojo song. I think was probably my favorite, mostly because they had the humans in the background that had like the hats.
That was Devo.
The hats that, yeah.
Yeah. And like I don't know if it was just cheaper back then to get an actual music person or whatever, but like I know some of these like Cartoon Network groups were actually done by like people who made a lot of music later on. Like, I know Devo didn't go on to do a whole bunch of stuff, but they got them. Will.i.am did one of them along with the opening to Samurai Jack. And there was...
Wait. It was actually Devo? It wasn't just like a tribute to Devo?
I might be crazy, but I think that actually was Devo.
Oh.
I was going to say, I feel like my parents knew about Devo, and I think Devo was a thing when they were younger.
Yeah, it was like the 80s.
Yeah, it was Devo.
Oh.
Wow. I completely missed that.
I mean...
Big fan of their one song.
Yeah, they're kind of a one-hit wonder.
Whip It?
They might have been easy to get at this point, but...
Do you remember that one that goes like, Cyclops living in the city?
You saying that sounds familiar, and yet no.
I don't know. My mom, I think she also was kind of a Devo fan or whatever.
She was a Devo-tee.
She was I was just thinking that.
Beat you to it, motherfucker.
I've heard more Devo songs than I should have.
You know what? Maybe we're all sleeping on Devo. You might be in the right here.
Maybe.
You know what? Back in 2008 on Radio Disney, there was a child group called Devo 2.0.
I hate that.
Oh yeah,
just by concept.
Yeah.
I hate
I do
that.
remember this.
Is
And they
that
were trying to sell their CDs.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? Is that where the Cyclops song came from? Not original Devo?
I don't know, maybe.
No,
How much did you listen to Radio Disney?
Look up Cyclops
no.
living in the city. I mean, I imagine I'm imagining
hallucinating.
that sentence has not been said enough to have too many results, frankly.
I don't know. I must have been so young at that time. I barely remember.
I think my favorite was the first one, the Supergirl. Honestly, it felt like Hi Puffy Ami Yumi. You guys remember that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it feels like a pseudo-anime thing, but they're clearly speaking in English if you're listening to them.
Yin, Devo 2.0, Cyclops,
Okay.
lyrics.
It was 2.0. Okay.
Good lord. We were trying things back then. Was this pre-Kids Bop? What's up?
I don't know.
No. This is
post
2008.
Oh,
Kids
wow.
Bop was around. I remember Kids Bop when I was a kid. They started
Kids
around
Bop came out when we were, at least some of us were 4.
Guys,
Because
it's,
I remember
it's still going. What are you talking about?
I
Remember
know,
it.
I
It's
know
here.
it's still
No,
going.
but it came out when we were 4.
Yeah,
That's how long
it's-
it's been here.
And it's...
Do you guys remember the first 2 or 3 Kids Bop albums? It wasn't children singing. It was just one dude with a guitar.
Yeah, and it never got better. So, I don't know. We were a Now That's What I Call Music family.
Oh, I remember
didn't-
now. Yeah.
We didn't get Kids Bop. It was... Because it's not good.
I think Now 5 was a really good one.
All right. Well, now we need to know what's on Now
I don't know.
5.
Was it 5 or 6?
I don't know. We're up to 700
It
at
had
this
some.
point.
There was one we played in the car all the time, and I would just have to see the song list to see which one it was.
Now That's What I Call Music.
Was it 6
Now that's what I call pop.
or 5?
A lot of boy bands on here.
No, maybe it was 6. It's not this one. Oh, we're going so off topic. Okay, maybe it's this one. Yes, it's this one.
Okay, everybody go...
I listen to that all the time in the car.
To get in the headspace that Yin is right now, go on YouTube and find it, or, look up the track list on Wikipedia and listen to Now That's What I Call Music 6. And just get in their headspace for a minute. You'll probably learn a little bit more about them.
It was just nostalgia, I guess.
I mean, I think this whole month is going to be nostalgia trips. So, makes sense. We're all thinking about what we were thinking about when we were watching these and enjoying ourselves, watching the girls beat the crap out of the bad guys.
Yep.
I don't know. Any other thoughts we want to go over with this? I think it's interesting in comparison to SpongeBob, where SpongeBob was I think I mentioned a transition period between 90s Nick and then 2000s Nick, but always kind of remained the number one amongst all of them. I feel like Powerpuff Girls was always good amongst a field of always good shows, more or less at the time. I mean, I guess there was sometimes more consistency at Cartoon Network, maybe. Or at the very least, no one that, like, went out above the rest, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell if this is an insult or a compliment.
I feel like Cartoon Network in, like, around the late 90s, early 2000s, like, I think they had some, like, good showrunners and, like, writers, and I think they just had a good crew that was able to put these shows together and make them, like, honestly, for us, like, kind of, like, iconic in a way that, I mean, I'm sure kids from, like, maybe several years down the line probably think of the shows that they grew up with as very iconic, but I don't know. I feel like if I'm an adult right now and I'm still, like, if I were to honestly have watched this show, having not seen it, I would have been like, damn, I slept on this? What?
No, I feel you on that. I'm sure everybody feels that way about their generation. Nothing for nothing. These creators probably felt that way about their generation, because I know this is not the only show that, like, made reference to a lot of other things that people grew up with. I remember the Dexter's Lab episode that was just a speed racer thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the better ones. Just, I had never even watched Speed Racer where I watched it. I'm like, this is hilarious, and I don't know why. Honestly, it was probably just...
show.
I mean, it was anytime Dexter's dad showed up, he was just really funny to me.
He was.
I mean, Jeff
He was
Bennett.
very
I think
funny.
I'd like any Jeff Bennett character. But yeah, you guys got any other things to talk about here with this?
I had a DVD of most of season 1, it looks like. I guess not all of them. But the Dynamo one,
Yeah.
the billboard of the dog food with the dog going, "It's good. It's good." My brother and I still quote to that day, if we hear "it's good" in any context, we will immediately go into the robot dog voice and start chanting it.
Pretty good. Well, I'm a yay here. This is a fantastic show. Loved what it was doing. Loved that the creators also went on to make a bunch of other really fun, cool things. And yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a yay for me too. It's a fun show. I liked it as a kid. I like it now. It's got a lot of great episodes. Nostalgic, good animation, good music.
I would say it's also a yay for me. I would say the show is like one of the other shows that was like quite a part of my childhood for an extended period of time. And I had a lot of stuff from like school supplies and things and like other things that I had in my possession that were using the IP on the products, like all of the stuff. But yeah, I would say like watching this brought back good memories, and I liked all of these episodes. And I kind of want to watch some more.
Yeah, it's a yay for me. It's not in my top 5 favorite Cartoon Network shows, but it's still a show that I watched a lot as a kid, and I do have fond memories watching it. And it's another one of those shows where, like I mentioned earlier, you don't have to be a specific target audience to enjoy it. But hey, if girls got their fun superhero show out of it, like a lot of boys did in the 90s with their superhero shows, then more power to you. And like Al said earlier, Powerpuff Girls ran so Kim Possible could run later on.
Yeah, hardest of yays from me. I haven't watched these episodes in a long time, but I still remember how most of them go because of how frequently I watched them as a kid. And sometimes I'm like, did I just enjoy it because I was a child? But watching them today, cramming before we started recording, it's like, no, this actually was a good show. I was correct. Memory holds up. Show holds up.
Well, I do have to apologize a little bit because I wasn't able to really get a whole lot of clips or anything that included them in Japanese, which is a shame because I really would have liked to watch someone try to do the Mojo Jojo monologue in another language. It probably would have been really funny. But, you know, we'll have to try to find that if we can on our own time. Because we got other shows to be watching, including next week's show, which I'm not going to find a whole lot of Japanese clips for because it really doesn't require a whole lot of dialogue. We're watching Tom and Jerry, one of the the really classic cartoons out there. Yeah, sort of universal humor. People in pain. So, yeah.
Pretty much.
I forget how I picked these, but since these are the ones that are actually a little shorter, we're gonna watch 15 of them, and I still think it's gonna come in with a shorter runtime than the last two sets of episodes that I gave you guys. So, yeah, a lot of good ones in here. Most of which I think I probably have seen all of these, but honestly, probably depending. Like, have you guys all seen this before, right? You guys have watched like a good amount of Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry was my childhood.
Yes, mine too. That and the Looney Tunes. I would say I've probably seen more of like the midpoint shows than like the earlier or the later ones.
All right.
Because they did have 3 different art styles
I think
for the show.
I think we'll be hitting at least 2. The third one, I think, is when Chuck Jones took over.
Yes.
And I
yes,
don't
yes,
know
yes.
that we'll have as much of that one, but I do remember some of those. We might be able to talk about those a little bit.
I want to see the robot mouse in space.
I remember what you're talking about. I'll see if it's on there. If it's not, I will do something about it. Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah.
Those episodes were like so fun because there was a robot mouse and the robot cat, and they're on a space station.
I will see what I can do. I don't know that it's on here. I forget the name of the short.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Tom and Jerry next time. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!